Here's another one of the biggest bicycle tech fails in the modern era. I'm talking about a component that was definitely a product of its time, but also way ahead of its time. And I say that because newer, fine-tuned versions of this idea are making their way onto bikes today. Therefore, I'm dedicating this video to the Girvan Flex Stem. This product was an early attempt at bicycle suspension, and from its name, I'm sure you can kind of predict how it works. There's a visible hinge, a squishy rubber piece to act as a shock, and it flexes when you're going over bumps. The stem gives you 1 to 2 inches of travel, smoothing out a lot of different types of terrain you could be riding on. The suspension replacement or alternative was not the main purpose of this product. It was actually comfort. It's just meant to relieve the fatigue your arms may feel after a ride, so no, I would not take it downhill. Sounds like a good idea, but the execution for this product was not there. Here's why it failed. The biggest issue I've seen is a steering feel. Great way to describe it is super sketchy. Flexing happens in the steering plane, so your handlebars literally go up and down. Imagine trying to corner, brake, whatever while hitting bumps. Absolutely terrifying, I bet. Add on top of that, the flexing is super inconsistent. In cold weather, it'd be really stiff. Warm weather, it'd be super squishy. All these factors contributed to the rubber shock wearing down super fast, and getting a replacement for it was extremely difficult. Unlike suspension, when you're going over bumps or cornering, it can actually give you more grip. These do not do that. Basically takes the edge off the riding. However, it does not improve handling like suspension does. Here's the thing, modern bike companies are taking this idea, revising it, and throwing it on new bikes. For example, the BMC MCS ITT, as well as the Cirrus Cycles Connect suspension stem are both modern iterations of this idea. Instead of being aimed towards mountain bikes, these are focused on gravel bikes. These modern versions improve on the flex stem idea by giving you better materials, better precision, and more fine-tuning. Not something I would consider personally ever getting for my bikes, but for the gravel riders with fully rigid bikes, a little bit of suspension on the handlebars does make sense. The whole flex stem idea shows that a bad original concept with some development can turn into something relatively good.